So wake up in the morning, and what do we see in the Scottish sky? Nice big saltire, just to remind you, Scotland is the place to be. Right, well, we got a little present from the postman. Everything else is going to be here in a couple of days, so let's get to it, get this put together. A little bit of a tip for you guys: if you're holding an all metal foot pump, don't drop it down on top of a zapper, even though you've got to push a button to turn that on. I just got an electric shock by sitting that down on top of it. Right, well, that's done. Inner tube's in, it's pumped up. I'm going to get sprocket shoved on it. As you can tell by the marks, ended up having to use my press as a third hand, but yeah, get the sprocket on. Right, sprocket's on, and it's ready to be mounted for the second last time. I'll fit the chain to line up for an engine mount when the chain comes. But what I did notice was my valve. It probably would have been better making it come out the side with the brake disc. I had more room to use it with a foot pump. Well, this is attached to the bike, that's going to be a nightmare, and I ain't undoing it to turn it around. Let's hope it lasts, or I'll be getting tyre weld from now on. Right, well, that's all on, lined up, spacers, everything in place. This one's a larger sprocket, so I don't know how it's going to react, but we'll get everything is ready now. We can get the chain hooked up through and be able to tell, because the chain could hit off of several things, so whatever size chain it is, we'll pull it tight, get it at a good angle so it's not interrupting it, and that's where the height of the engine will be. And you get it all levelled off and running right with the rear sprocket. There's the gap on the back, nothing's going to change there. The brakes is lined up, so that sprocket's set where it's going to be. Just have to make sure the engine sprocket mounts perfectly in line with that. Well, you know me, doesn't have to be perfect, it'll still go. Yeah, we took the bars off just now just for keeping it under the worktop in the man cave, but yeah, ready to go. Once the chain and everything's lined up and we've done a bit of welding on where the engine mount will be and stiffened up this frame a bit torsionally, so side to side, so it's less twisting, we'll then grind down all the rough parts. Get everything ready for painting. And then we'll need to order some black paint, some green paint, and see where we go. Right, well, tools back out once again, and this time we go, this board we've measured 11 inches. We'll take it and chop it and try and get it to fit neatly into the frame, and then we can take away parts that we don't need whenever. We might even try shaping it today. So yeah, get it over and get it choppy chop chop. That'll be the foot plate for the bottom. Right, we've got the deck board completed for just now. Got our own little funky shape going. Oh yes. Nice. And then wherever we mount the engine, this won't be on, but we'll mount the engine in a place, and wherever there's bits in the way, use the jigsaw to remove. Even chop it back if we need to. Yeah, maybe see if some roofing felt will go on top of this stuff. That'd be quite cool. Well, we'll go for it just now. Yeah, it was all looking good, so we chopped up some roofing felt. Check it out. Lovely jubbly. Still got to be stuck down, but nice grippy surface for the feet. Hoorah, excuse the mess, this is all getting dumped. Yeah, good grippy cover. Well, lots of bolts. They could be done with being countersunk a little bit more, but they're countersunk in and straight through the frame, all over. We will use washers when it's time, and then we'll recover over the surface. But yeah, again, once the chain comes, which looking at just now doesn't look like the chain's going to clear through here at all. So we might have to have a bit of jiggery pokery, maybe add in a chain tensioner just to make the chain bend up and around here, but it's all in place, it's solid. We've got some skin to cover over the top. I was thinking about carving some wording out, and then when I stick it down, the contrast will be through. Yeah, done. Stop waffling. Oh yes, more presents. Slight dilemma. Well, we've got the 75-inch throttle cable with U-bend, so that'll be good. But our chain is a 71 link, which isn't the problem. Problem is there's no split link. So when I was ordering it, it said 71 link chain. I just thought it meant it had a link. I've checked it, double checked it, triple checked it, both sides, no split link. So that's a bit of an issue, because then we're stuck down to where the chain stops and where the engine's going to be. If it's too long, it's going to be too far up the scooter or too high above the wheel, because we've still got to get fuel tank above it. No. We'll get it wrapped around the wheel first and check it out. Well, it's really not good, because when we pull this through, the chain in line with there is hitting off this. Not good. Now I could chomp a chunk out of that, but see, it's hitting the bottom. The bottom would need to be up here, and the top just has no chance. So we'll rip it all back apart, change the sprocket in the back and see if it helps. Now, as you can see from my dilemma, I've put the smaller one on. Now this one here touches, but I could make something to keep it away from the frame, I suppose. That's not too bad. But when the chain's aligned and tight, it's it's right up against here. So common sense is telling me to take this away, but I really wanted that there for extra support and to hold the exhaust in place and possibly a fuel tank, but the chain's too long, because if we back up, the engine's taking up too much of the scooter again, so we're going to have to go high. Now maybe if I cut the tubes on the middle, fit the chain through it, I might be able to put the bigger sprocket on and have the chain coming up around that metal beam back down inside it. So check that out, get the bigger sprocket back on. Right, we're going to go with the bigger sprocket on the back. We're going to chop this arch at the top, feed the chain through, keep it out of the way, get it welded back on again, then the chain's going to be permanent. Then we'll need to come up with some plan. Still don't know what I'm going to do yet. The engine mounts are going to be tall and long. It's just not working out. We'll get it done, hopefully. After a little bit of izzy wizzy, let's get busy. Chop it, added the chain in, put the bigger sprocket on, and look at that. Kinda looks doable, but the engine's going to be real high. Shame, but we have to do it, man. That's going to be it for me today though. Tired and got things to do, like McDonald's. So, got to go for just now, guys. Just let it be known I will be back on it as soon as I've had a munch. Bye for now.